All right, so you might be wondering which unit you should be pitying. We have the 4 units here, which is Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. We have Rose and Zamasu. We have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then we have Omega Shenron. Now, the answer might be a little bit different than you might think, but if we go ahead and look at each 4 of these units, I think that these guys are actually the ones that you should be pitying first. And the reason why I say that, right, is not because I believe that that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is not better than them. I think that there is a lot of instances where Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta will look worse than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But the reason why I say that you should pity these guys first is because of the leader skill. Future Saga and Fused Fighters. Not only is this a powerful leader skill on its own, but it also includes Gogeta anyways. And then on top of that, it has units that are really good on top of that, like Tech Vegeta. It has AGL Gogeta. It has all of these Easy A options like Physical Super Saiyan Blue, Super Easy A, Physical Vegeta Blue, right? But like, even going past that as well, it's all just come down to this. When you have the easiest restriction of just needing 3 superclass allies and just having a superclass ally or Future Saga ally attacking in the same turn, like it's so easy compared to having the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and he has to have 2 or more GT Heroes allies, right? That's not to say that GT Heroes allies are in a difficult spot. They're not. We have 2 of the top 5 units in the game who are both GT Heroes. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and we have physical Super Saiyan 4s. But, again, it all just comes down to the fact that I think this character is going to be able to be used in a lot more situations than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to. I have run into a couple of times where I want to use this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but the GT Heroes thing is what holds them back just a little bit. Because if I want to run, like, one of the top leaders like Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, guess what? You can't run the other fusion characters and give this guy his GT Heroes buffs, because there's nobody else that is going to be on Fused Fighters other than this AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. There's no other GT Heroes ally that's going to be runnable. What are you going to be using? Modjube? Yeah, go ahead and see how that works out, right? Who else is going to be, like, who else is GT Heroes that is also going to be on that? Let me just go ahead and pull it up real quick. All right, I finally found the tab. But GT Heroes doesn't have any Fused Fighters other than AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and it's not like Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are going to get an Easy A and a Super Easy A respectively. Like, the only ones we have confirmed are SCR Goku and AGL Vegeta. There's a high likelihood of Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta getting an Easy A, sure, but it's like, it just sucks, right? Because we're literally just one option away. We're one option away from just being able to have Fused Fighters and Final Trump card. Because then at that point, we could have this unit. But until we get to there, I think that this unit is just going to be the person you should pity first. Now, that being said, if you're going to have more enjoyment with the game using Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because again, he's going to look amazing, he's going to have nice animations, he's going to be the character that is going to be showing up on a lot of people's Twitter feeds, then go ahead, just pity that character if you didn't pull him, of course, because at the end of the day, you should coin and you should coin and you should pity any unit that you are going to have the most enjoyment out of, because you are playing a game at the end of the day. So just do that first, of course. But again, I think that on top of that, this character is going to be looking a little bit nicer not overall, but like more often than not, because of the fact that this character is going to have 70% damage reduction. They're going to have 80% dodge chance. They're going to be launching the additional super attack guarantee. They're going to be giving the allies the 60% defensive buff, which has saved me in so many runs, right? Putting this unit in slot 1 and then putting AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot 2 just gives this character so much defense when this guy doesn't have any super attack effect buffs. So having someone else give him that buff is like, it's like a godsend, right? But that's the thing I'm trying to make the point of, is that this character is going to be helping out so much leader skill wise. They're going to be helping out so much passive skill wise. They're going to be helping out so much just support wise. They're going to be giving you this support as well, which is really, really decent. Future Saga allies getting 15% attack and defense, and then on top of that, giving yourself the guard for 4 turns. So you go back into the Goku part as soon as you use the active skill for Vegeta, and then boom, you have 80% dodge, 70% damage reduction, and guard. And then on top of that, if you have it where you're not able to dodge for whatever reason in like a non-dodging or a dodge canceling event, boom, you pop this, and now you can nullify that that ability, and you're able to dodge again. Like, it's just, it's really crazy. It's all of these. Don't get me wrong, all of these units are really crazy, but this character was just designed so well, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is the second character I would definitely pick up, though. Super class characters are always going to age better in terms of like partners, I would say, than extreme class characters. So unfortunately, I don't think that you should even think of pitying these units first unless you already have the first 2 characters anyways. But Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is easily the second unit on my list, even though his leader skill does leave a little bit like I wish that he had something else. GT Heroes is getting a lot of buffs, so it's definitely not a bad leader skill to have. Him just being the hardest hitting unit in the game turn 1, and then being the hardest hitting unit in the game turn 3, it definitely makes it where he does have a lot of value as well. Being able to counter basically 90% of the game with 90% of the game just doing Ki Blast super attacks, and living the other 10% of the game because he gets so much defense even before super attack. Because remember, all of this is just happening instantly. You get hit, you get 200% defense. You get hit with a super attack, you're getting 200% more defense. Like, he looks insane with these numbers. He's basically living everything. On top of that, he's getting 50% damage reduction and guard. He's getting the additional super attack guaranteed. He's doing an additional super attack on his first turn guaranteed. He's doing guaranteed crits. Like, he's giving guaranteed support. Like, it's crazy, right? When you have this condition active, he looks insane. And then he always has the active skill to be able to protect him even past that with the easiest condition in mankind, right? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, but the other reason why I would say that you should get the Super Saiyan Blues is because just look at the category differences. You get half as many categories if you get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta compared to Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. So when a lot of these missions come up for like these undesirable categories like Accelerated Battle, something like Mastered Evolution, something like Gifted Warriors, your successors, like, you're gonna always have this character that is going to help out a lot with these just weaker categories, right? Next I would say is Rose and Zamasu. This character alone is just insane. 60% damage reduction as long as you're running an extreme class team or a Future Saga team, as well as getting not 60%. You're also getting the guard as well, as long as you're running all extreme class characters on that same rotation, or if there's just one singular Future Saga ally. Really, really easy condition to hit. When you use the active skill or you attack with 18 ki or more, you get the additional attack that has a 7% chance to become a super attack. You get 200% attack. You have the massive amount of defense you get on hit as well. The Holy Light Grenade is insane as well. Super Boss allies getting 15% attack and defense, while also an additional 10% for characters who also belong on Future Saga for 4 turns. Like, incredibly good. Even the Zamasu and Goku black one over here, or just you can call this the Zamasu active skill, right? Having it where you're getting 40% attack in battle, 4 ki as well. This just nuke of an active skill, just decimating almost every single stage, and if you are ever able to hit it, and then when you combine that with this, if you're able to hit this with under 60% HP, it's so good. It's so good. While we don't really have a use for it now, this could also be another good aging ability as well. getting the future class allies 10% extra damage reduction when attacking, like he could be really, really good. The only thing I'm worried about, of course, is he has to attack first to get that, which is a little bit unfortunate. And the last but not least is the what it's Omega Shenron. He's not bad. Let me just go ahead and say that he is not a bad character at all. I just think overall, when you are looking at a lot of these extreme teams, he is the one that needs the most help, because Zamasu at least has his entire Zamasu army with him, or his entire Rose clone army with him that you're able to run. Even if you just pull the Rose and you just pity the Rose, you have the entire team of the armies, as well as the Infusion Zamasu who just got an easy A. You have units like the Omega Shenron who you could run on the same team, right? Not super bosses, but Omega's own team, right? But you have a lot of these different options. Future Saga being another one, like, because we were just talking about that. Like, this character is going to age very, very well. But again, it's just the issue with Omega is like, he's good and he's very good on paper, but you use him and there's a lot of things that just work against his favor. He's AoEing, so excuse me, he's doing an AoE on his 18 key. So if you go against events that have it like Rose and Zamasu, where Rose is directly getting buffed by you doing a super attack, this character suffers because of that. The disabling the actions once per turn, thumbs up. Like, it's really good. But again, it's just like he has so much stuff that's working against him right now. So when they design events that aren't supposed to work for him and he's not doing extremely good right now, I have to say that like he's the worst one to pity, unfortunately. He does have this extreme ability though, similar to units like Bulma, for example, who just give massive amounts of defense, right? Omega Shenron is giving 70% defense to all extreme class characters, and then also an additional 10% damage reduction rate for characters who belong on GT bosses for 2 turns. So he indirectly has it where you can, well, I would say directly. He directly has it where if you're running 2 of him, you give the entire GT bosses team 20% extra damage reduction. The only issue is, like, this is so bad. This guy is going to lose his buffs pretty soon. We only know of these 2 getting their easy A's that look pretty decently. If you don't know already, the preview video that they showed had it where Omega Omega Shenron and then the Legion of Shadow Dragons had damage reduction inside of their actual kit. So we have to believe that Omega Shenron is going to be working well with these characters. But it's just like we have to hope that it's more than 50% damage reduction, man. Because we need a slot 1 for this guy. But the only slot 1 is Rose. Because no one else in Human Deeds, like, let's go ahead and see, right? In Human Deeds, Power Absorption, GT bosses. Let's go ahead and just check. In Human Deeds, Power Absorption, GT bosses. Tech Vegeta, he's extremely decent, don't get me wrong. But he is not a big bad boss's character. And then on top of that, you also have it where if you go against any event at all inside of the entire game that is locking where you are, and 2 of the hardest fights are doing that right now, he is a fish out of water. Rose, really, really good option for sure. Tech Broly can be good if he gets locked in slot 1. But like past his first 2 turns, he can get very, very hit hard, man. Like, he just gets incinerated past his first 2 turns as Super Saiyan. His first turn is as just like the base form Broly is like an unstoppable tank though. But a lot of these fights are going past turn 5 now, so it's hard to really to counter that. Power absorption, like who are you running here? SCRSL? Ain't Fat Boo? That's who you're gonna be putting slot 1? It's like there's nothing. We go to GT bosses, okay. He's extremely good. Nova Shenron is extremely nice. When you could get both of the Omega Shenrons or damage reduction, because then this guy has 44% damage reduction. He's having it where he's just guaranteed nullifying Ki Blast super attacks with a 70% chance to nullify them past his 5th turn. You just have to build him up a bit with his super attacks, I would say, and that's about it, because he needs that first. He also needs to attack first. I don't know. I genuinely don't know why they keep doing this. They will go out of their way to make it where you don't need to attack to get some of these buffs, and then they're like, never mind, this character has to get damage reduction by attacking. Like, damn it, why would they do that? And that's it. Like, GT bosses kind of blows right now. And the other thing too, and I didn't even notice it, they're giving an easy 8 to this guy, and this guy's like canceled out in like 20,000 billion events. I don't know why they keep making it where this character cannot be run. No one is running this leader skill anymore. We are not nuking it. It's not 2016 Dokkan, okay? So I genuinely don't understand why they keep just blocking those guys. We're going a little bit of a rant, so I don't need to talk about this as much. Anyways, Omega Shenron kind of poopy when he's, well, not that he's kind of poopy. It's more so that, like, I don't know. He's poopy compared to the other people, is what I'll say. He is the one you should coin the least. And this also sucks too, because you're 90% of the things of the hardest events you're buffing. You're indirectly buffing. But yeah, because a lot of them are either power absorption or GT bosses right now. Actually, no, wait, power absorption. Well, I guess the Omega Shenron fight, he is indirectly buffing, I should say. He's not buffing the Rose and Zamasu though, which is what I thought he was for a second. Either way though, having it where you're also increasing your allies to get 20% extra attack is very, very stupid. But yeah, we'll go ahead and stop there. The point is across. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.